Hi, welcome to UDAYA.com. I'm Rudy Mettia. This is Ginger. Today, we're going to work on a kind of a big-time inversion, all right? Pinchamayurasana. My goodness. So let's come on to dolphin for a moment. Dolphin without the hands interlaced, of course, so pinch your hands. You know, she's going to hold that for a moment. You know, you can use a block, everybody. If you're like me and my shoulders just kind of dominate, my elbows will flare out. You can always strap the elbows. We won't get into that now. It's a little bit of a longer tip. I want to show you a really cool way to get in this pose, if someone helped me get into it. So once you're in dolphin, that's a big dolphin, you want this concave spine a little bit, right? You don't want to convex and round your spine like a camel, because then it's going to be almost impossible to get up. What's cool about this pose, I'm going to bring her out in a few moments. Let her just do this for a second. What's cool about this pose and what's important about this pose, before you get into it, make sure you're thoroughly warmed up. Make sure you've done some shoulder work. Any type of shoulder work would be really good to get the shoulder girdle kind of fired up and ready to support the weight. Also, key, make sure you've done some hamstring work, because if your hamstrings are open enough, all things equal, you can walk your feet towards your elbows. Now look what happens. Her weight is over her shoulders, which makes her almost press up, pinch, qualified. Come down for a second and just rest child's pose. All right, come back up and do the pinch again, or the dolphin again. So remember, hamstring work, shoulder work, that type of work to kind of get the fluidity of getting the hips. Like if you're me, big dude with tight hamstrings, my hips are way back here. You know what I got to do? I got to jump up there into Pinchamayurasana. And anytime you jump, there's a chance of going head over heels, right? So the further you, go ahead and walk them in a little bit further. Again, she can almost get vertical. Now we're going to do something unusual. I want to have her ask her to lift her right leg up to the sky. So here it is. I'm just going to say pull the other leg up with your ab strength. And then I'm going to catch that shin. Now I'm going to hold. She can do it by herself, but I'm going to hold her just for longevity's sake. Eyes are down. I like to look towards the thumbs, maybe even just like handstands. If she can look maybe at the mid-forearm. I know people who can drop their head and look back. Every time I do that, I go that way. So I tend to need to look down. You may find you need to look down as well. Think handstand is the exact same thing as handstand elsewhere. If you're against a wall, I like you to do it against the wall, very close to the wall. So the wall is right here. Imagine my arms are right there, the wall. So you can have the wall without going banana crazy. She's going to come down for a second and rest in child's pose for a second and pause a second. It's a great movement, particularly press out of the shoulders. Get lift right out of the shoulders. It's great for working on Sirsana, headstands. It's good for just dolphin, a strength pose. She's going to do it one more time. I'm going to support her, but I'm going to let her kick up if she wants. So master dolphin, master down dog. Get those hamstrings ready. Get those shoulders engaged. She's coming up. Don't worry, I got you. Wow, that's so light. Beautiful. Now, go into a little big back bend mode. So that's my Pinchamayurasana. She's better. She's going to lift that. All the looping stuff, right? So she's got it. And then I'm going to help her down just so she doesn't have to fall down to the floor. Easy enough. That's pinch, everybody. So while she rests, I think the tip is preparation. Dolphins, planks, Vasisthasanas, down dogs, hamstring stretches, and the like. Thanks for joining us. And I'm Rudy Mettia, and this is UDAYA.com.